community has been deserted by residents following the activities of Gentle, who has his terrorist camp in the area, unleashing mayhem to the people. Schools and worship centers have been destroyed by the suspect and his gang members, while residential buildings have been overgrown with weeds. Over the last 2 days, there has been intense air and land attack of the stronghold of the criminal elements. A suspected member of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra.
They're in the bushes.
The Joint Task Force afterwards succeeded in clearing and liberating Aku community, which borders Abia State, where the criminals have been using to kidnap and launch attacks on residents and security operatives. Following this pathway with security operatives is a location where the criminals bury some of their victims in shallow graves.
We are here on clearance operation.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whenever you are watching us from. Thank you for staying tuned to this wonderful podcast. The Nigerian army has alleged that they have raided hideouts in the southeastern part of Nigeria. But my question is, the Nigerian army should stop giving out false information. A media house counter what the Nigerian army said. They said that hideout that was raised were for terrorists, were for the unknown gunmen causing havoc in the southeastern part of the country. That hideout does not belong to the Ipob. The government need to understand that Ipob is an identity of the people. Just like the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he is an Oduduwa man. Atiku today, he is an Arewa man. That is his ideology, that is his identity. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria cannot deny today that he is not an Oduduwa man, because that is where his origin, his ancestors hail from. His ancestors are Oduduwa. So by that fact, if you call the president an Oduduwa man, and every Yoruba man on planet Earth hails from the Oduduwa origin, just like any Hausa man also is from the Arewa origin. So coming out, Peter Obi, which happens to be the last presidential candidate in 2023 generation, is an IPOB man. So the IPOB is an indigenous people of Biafra. So Biafra is their origin. Biafra is their ideology. So you coming out to say you raid the Biafra camp, that the Biafra group are terrorists. The army should stop this deceit and lies. If the army raided any place, let them come to say that they raided the unknown government the unknown government warehouse, or the unknown government, their hideout was being raided. So you coming out to discredit the Igbo man. Anyone that is seen carrying gun in the southeast is an IPOB member. Are you saying there are no criminals in the southeast? So don't always attribute every crime to the IPOB, because it is not a crime to agitate. It is not a crime for you to fight for secession, and it will never be a crime in Nigeria. So the government and the Nigerian army need to understand this. Let us not bring in sentiment because you've proscribed the IPOB as terrorists. So you think that anywhere that is being raided in the southeast belongs to Ipob. The Nigerian army ought to understand that you are tarnished, you've tarnished the image of an average Igbo man, because that is his origin, that is his true identity. Every Igbo man is an Ipob. So if they don't know the meaning of Ipob, I think they should go back to dictionary and fact check the meaning of Ipob, which says that indigenous people of Biafra, indigenous people of that particular terrain. These are the indigenous people of that particular contraption, of that particular area, of that particular location. So I think it is high time. Even the governors are not helping, because the governors need to tell the army the truth that Ipob is different from unknown government. Don't generalize people carrying guns in the south as Ipob. Whenever you go for operation and then raid people who are terrorizing the southeast, don't tag them as Ipob. Don't call them Ipob. Let's address them as unknown government. Address them as terrorists. So you generalizing this Ipob, it shows that every Igbo man on the streets is terrorist. But the question is it is not a crime for them not to believe in the one Nigeria. And it will never be a crime. Because one Nigeria has done more damage than good. The one Nigeria has been pushed by the Fulanis and those in power of the Southeast governors. It has only benefited those in the corridors of power. And let's not forget that the same marginalization made Ojukwu declare the Biafra War. That was 54 years ago. And now the same issues that Ojukwu foresaw that made him declare the Biafra War has not been addressed up to date. It has not been addressed till date. The issues are still there. So I think at this point, the Nigerian army should always differentiate between the Ipob, the terrorists, and the unknown gunmen. You don't just categorize the people and say Ipob are the one causing mayhem in their own land. Why would people be causing unrest in their own land? In their own land. For the fact that they don't believe in Nigerian ideology does not mean they are terrorists or they are unknown government. Even the president Tinubu himself in 1994, he said that he does not believe in one Nigeria, because then he was not the president of the country. But now that he's not the president of the country, he is now believing in one Nigeria, because he is now in the corridor of power. He is now the signatory to the Nigerian coffers. So I think at this point, the Nigerian army, whenever they tend to give out information, they should always fact check the information and not give the people a false information. A false information. That needs to be addressed. And the Southeastern governors are not even taking note of this. People coming out to discredit the Southeast would be a no-no for us, who are sons of the Southeastern region. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, is a Canadian man. Now, can the army say that because the vice president Shettima is a Kanuri man, can the army come out and say that Kanuri origin or the Kanuri people are terrorists? So I think at this point we should not mix sentiment with emotions. The unrest in Southeast are being caused by unknown government. The unrest in Southeast is caused by unknown government. So you coming out to always say the Ipob did that, the Ipob did. For how long do you want to always start the Ipob? Painting the Ipob name, giving a false information about the Ipob. So the Ipob itself has come out to say we are not terrorist group. We are only agitators, and then we will continue to agitate, and then it is not a crime, and then it will never be a crime to agitate. It is not a crime, and it will never be a crime to agitate. So I think at this point, the governors and the people of Southeast need to come out and say we are not terrorists, we are only agitators. Thank you for staying tuned to this wonderful podcast. You can like our videos, please share, comment for more political discourse, and then please do well to on your notification bell should in case video drops on our wonderful platform. Thank you and stay put. Thank you so much.
Aisha Yusufu has tasked Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors, stop blaming government. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
Well, some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states, the division's commander, to sit and dialogue for a way forward? The answer is yes. So if we can do that, so indirectly it still has power over the military. Now when it calls for security meeting, don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be what? Electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this way. That assuming our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. You agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC. In the power.
The reason why they've lost.
You've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when he but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in the position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election. As allegedly reports, the result was changed in the RF quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy, and when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what? By inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say on government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. People are saying that you are seeing that as the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure our police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you for that one. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari
could not
freedom. Buhari is different. See,
so,
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what? Overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohanes in Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him the conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be a president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because yes, that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Sonegbo released? It was let's go. Yes. So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of your sons. Yes. You don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, Southeastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Governors Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents.
Yes.
To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.